Ever found yourself wondering what people ate in ancient Rome? As we journey through the corridors of time, this question and many more will be answered. Welcome to a culinary time travel, an adventure that will take us deep into the heart of historical cuisines. Our voyage begins in the bustling markets of ancient Rome, where we'll explore the exotic flavors and unique cooking techniques of a civilization that laid the foundations of modern culinary art. From there, we'll journey to medieval Europe, a time known for its grand feasts and opulent dishes that were truly fit for kings. And finally, we'll step into the Renaissance, a period of rebirth and revival, which brought a significant transformation in the culinary world. Each stop on our journey is not just about the food, but also the rich history and culture that shaped these cuisines. So, buckle up as we prepare to take your taste buds on a journey through time. Let's step into our culinary time machine and travel back to ancient Rome. In the heart of the Roman Empire, the common folk, the plebeians and the patricians, all shared a love for food. The cuisine was simple yet diverse, utilizing a wide range of ingredients available from the Mediterranean region. Their pantry staples included grains, legumes and vegetables, with olives, grapes and figs providing a sweet counterpoint. A key ingredient in Roman cooking was a fish sauce called garum, a pungent, salty condiment that added depth to their dishes. Olive oil was also a cornerstone in their kitchen, used generously in cooking and baking. And let's not forget the ubiquitous pulse, a hearty porridge that was a staple in every Roman household. Now what's pulse, you ask? It's a simple yet nourishing dish made from spelt, a type of wheat cooked slowly in water or milk. Sometimes they would add honey or cheese for extra flavor. To recreate this ancient dish authentically, we've sourced spelt from a local farm that grows ancient grains. It's not an easy ingredient to find in your regular grocery store, but it's worth the effort for the sake of culinary history. The first step is to soak the spelt overnight to soften the grains. Then we cook it slowly in water, just as the Romans would have done over their open hearths. The key is patience, allowing the grains to absorb the water and swell to a creamy consistency. But we're not done yet. For the Roman touch, we add a dash of salt, a drizzle of olive oil, and a generous sprinkle of hard salty cheese. Stir it all up and let the flavors meld together. The result? A warm, comforting bowl of pulse that transports you straight to a bustling Roman marketplace. It's the simplicity of pulse that makes it timeless, a dish that has survived the rise and fall of one of the greatest empires in history. It's a testament to the Romans' love for hearty, nourishing meals, a love that we still share today. And there you have it, pulse, a true taste of ancient Rome. Fast forward a few centuries and we land in the heart of medieval Europe. In a time of castles, knights, and grand feasts, food was a symbol of power and wealth. The common folk, however, had a simpler yet hearty fare. Let's dive into the medieval culinary world, where the humble pottage reigned supreme. Pottage, a staple stew, was a common dish across all social classes. Its versatility lay in its recipe, which could be easily adjusted based on what ingredients were available. For the wealthy, it might contain meat and exotic spices, while for the peasants it was often a simple mix of vegetables and grains. The process of sourcing ingredients for our authentic pottage begins at the local market. Here we look for fresh seasonal vegetables, leeks, onions, carrots, and cabbage. These were the backbone of many a medieval meal. Grains play a significant role too, with barley being a common choice. Now let's get cooking. First, we chop the vegetables and boil them in a large pot of water. While they simmer, we rinse the barley and add it to the pot. It's important to note that in medieval times the pottage would have been cooked over an open fire, simmering for hours until everything was well cooked and the flavors melded together beautifully. As the pottage cooks, we take a moment to appreciate the simplicity and resourcefulness of medieval cooking. Despite the lack of culinary tools and techniques we take for granted today, people of this era managed to create wholesome, satisfying meals with what they had. After a couple of hours, our pottage is ready. Its rich, earthy aroma fills the air, transporting us back to a medieval kitchen. We ladle the thick, hearty stew into a bowl, its warmth radiating, promising a comforting meal. And there you have it, a taste of the past, recreated in our modern kitchen. This pottage is more than just a dish, it's a glimpse into a different time, a different way of life. It's a testament to the enduring power of food to connect us to our history. Voila, pottage, a hearty feast straight from medieval Europe. Next stop on our culinary journey, the Renaissance, a period of great cultural and culinary awakening. The Renaissance, spanning from the 14th to the 17th century, was a time of grand exploration and discovery, not just in arts and science but in the culinary world too. As trade routes expanded, so did the palette of ingredients available to cooks. Exotic spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves, once exclusive to the rich, started to permeate everyday cooking. Sugar, a luxury product from the East, also became more accessible, prompting a sweet revolution in the world of desserts. Among the myriad of dishes that sprang from this era, we're focusing today on a delectable dessert, torta bianca, a sweet white cake that embodies the spirit of the Renaissance. To recreate this authentic recipe, we've sourced ingredients that were commonly used during the Renaissance. We begin with farina, a fine white flour. We also have sugar, which would have been a costly ingredient during the Renaissance but essential to torta bianca. To this we add eggs, milk and butter, staples of any Renaissance kitchen. Our journey to recreate torta bianca begins by mixing farina and sugar, followed by adding eggs one at a time. Next we incorporate milk and melted butter, stirring until the batter is smooth. Poured into a buttered baking dish, the mixture is then baked until it turns golden and the sweet aroma fills the air. The Renaissance was not just about new ingredients, but also about new cooking methods. Baking, for instance, became more prevalent as brick ovens became a common feature in kitchens. Our torta bianca is a testament to this, as it would have been baked in such an oven, giving it its distinctive texture and flavor. The final touch to our torta bianca is a dusting of powdered sugar, a nod to the Renaissance love for sweet treats. And voila! We've recreated a slice of the Renaissance in our modern kitchen. And there it is, torta bianca, a sweet treat from the Renaissance. What a delicious journey through time that was. As we journeyed back in time, we discovered the gastronomic delights of three significant historical periods: ancient Rome, medieval Europe, and the Renaissance. Each period brought forth unique dishes, flavors, and cooking techniques that have shaped our culinary landscape today. In ancient Rome, we tasted the past with a delightful dish of garum, a fermented fish sauce, and a hearty meal of pulse, a spelt porridge. These dishes, though simple, showcase the Romans' ingenuity in making the most of the ingredients available to them. Sourcing for ingredients like spelt and ancient fish varieties was a challenge, but the end result was an authentic taste of Roman life. We then moved on to medieval Europe, where we feasted like kings. We recreated a grand feast with dishes such as roasted swan and frumenti, a wheat porridge. These dishes highlighted the opulence and extravagance of medieval feasts. The sourcing of ingredients for these dishes was an adventure in itself, requiring us to seek out specialty suppliers for rare ingredients like swan meat. But the effort was worth it, as we were able to recreate these dishes with historical accuracy. Our journey concluded in the Renaissance, a period of culinary revival. We tasted the sophistication of this period with dishes like tortelli, an early form of pasta, and zabaione, a luxurious dessert made from egg yolks, sugar, and sweet wine. These dishes demonstrated the Renaissance's emphasis on fine dining and the art of cooking. Sourcing ingredients for these dishes, such as specific types of sweet wine, was a fascinating exploration into the culinary arts of the time. Recreating these dishes authentically was a rewarding experience. It was a chance to delve into the history of food and understand how our ancestors ate. The process of sourcing ingredients and cooking the dishes gave us a deeper appreciation for the food we eat today. It was a reminder that our modern cuisine is built on centuries of culinary history and tradition. Yet, our journey does not have to end here. I encourage all of you to try recreating these dishes at home. You might find it a fun and educational experience as well as a delicious one. No matter where you are in the world, you can bring a piece of history into your kitchen. Remember, food is not just about sustenance, it's about history, culture, and the stories we tell through the dishes we prepare. So, don't be afraid to explore new flavors, experiment with different techniques, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Thanks for joining us on this culinary time travel. Until our next food adventure, stay hungry for history.